everyone, this is Nicole, and I'm back with another process video using the March Hip Kits. Really pretty kits this month, and I had a lot of fun making pages with it. This is one of the last ones I did, and I added in some paint, which I normally don't do, but there was actually a really good color add-on this month, and I'm kicking myself now that I didn't get it because the girls did some really great projects using that toasted pistachio paint from Tim Holtz in there. But I have this mint green Happy Hues from Jelly Bean Soup that's kind of similar. It's a little more minty than the Tim Holtz one, but I should have got that color add-on. I'm seriously kicking myself now. So I watered down my paint and a little bit, and I just applied it to the back of my page and did some droplets also with the paint. And I'm just erasing my pencil lines, which will, as you can see, mess up my paint a little. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And that's kind of where my photo is going to be, on a bit of an angle in that top area of the page. So once this is dry, I'm actually going to trim this base down a little bit. I think it's about 11.5 inches wide. And I'm going to mount it on some paper later, and that will help with the warping from that paint. And on the bottom of the page, I'm just going to do some diagonal stripes. So I've just cut down some, I think they're inch or inch and a quarter, inch and a half inch strips of different papers from the kit. And I've used mostly the black and white, and there's one there that has a little bit of that mint green in it. So I use those kind of from, I don't want to say monochromatic because it's black and white, but you know, that kind of like neutral kind of feel. And so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fool around with where I want those to be placed. And then once I get them kind of settled, I'm just going to put a light crease in the middle of each of those strips. And that's where I'm going to do stitching later on, but I kind of want it to stand up a little bit on my page, so it's kind of dimensional almost. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. And I'm just going to fill in a little bit on the top here. It was kind of a little bit plain with just the mint green paint. So I'm going to add in that floral paper from My Mind's Eye behind my photo. So it brings in a little bit of that yellow that's in that journaling card also. And then I'm just going to fill in the bottom with the strips. And truthfully, this page doesn't have a lot to it. Once I get these strips in place, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive and then sew the heck out of them. I'm just going to sew some ribs down each of the middle there of the stripes. And then I'm going to just tuck in little bits of paper underneath it, just to kind of add a little bit of a layered look. Even though it's not really layered, it kind of looks layered in the end. And then I'm going to apply some rub-ons kind of up and around my photo there, just over that mint green paint, and a few in between those blank areas that I left on the bottom where the stripes are. So you can see here, that's once it's all sewn and glued down in place. And from here, that's really all I did, is I just added a few droplets of mist. And then I have scraps that I have kept from my other projects in the kit, and I'm just going to tuck some of those little scrap pieces that I really don't even measure. I'm just going to add them, tuck them underneath those sewn down stripes. Is that the right way to say it? Sewn down stripes or strips of paper on the bottom. And then I'm going to add this whole thing right to the back of a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. And I'm using black cardstock just because there's black in the bottom of that page. And this is actually adhesive cardstock from Silhouette. And so this stuff's really good because it really, I don't know, for whatever reason, because it has that thin backing on it, it helps with the water. If you have any water from watercolors or whatnot, it really absorbs it pretty good. And it warps, but when you go to stick it onto another paper, because it's all adhesive, it helps smooth it out. So I'm just bending it a little myself before I do that, but I don't show that in the video. So that's why I wanted to kind of explain that. And so really that's pretty much it. From here, I just added a few rub-ons up and around my photo. And like I said, in between, I decorate a little bit in between. You can see I added epoxy dots to the center of the flowers and just some little bits of those kind of leafy rub-ons that are in the kit. I kind of separated them up and just scattered them around my page. I added them in between here. And I did die cut a title on my Silhouette from the vellum that's in the kit this month, the paper kit, the paper add-on. And I just used that and another one of those rub-on sentiments and just a few bits of chipboard and the wood veneers and just finish it off. That's pretty much it. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.